Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing the Hourly Bullet Arena on lichess.org. I had some trouble getting this one started. You actually missed the first game. I won my first one. I joined on very late notice once again. So I got in, and the tournament was like seconds away from starting, and I had trouble getting my screen recording software up. So I think I'm behind in the standings a little bit. Somebody already has 4 points. So as you can see, the tournament clock has elapsed a little bit. So we'll be playing catch up for the first portion of this tournament, but that's all right because it gives us a nice challenge, and there's a lot of time left. We're playing knives. 1700. And maybe this will be an excuse for me to use the Berserk button. The lovely Berserk button that halves your time. Okay, he's weakening his position a little bit. Let's take... I'll play g6. It's kind of weakening, though. I don't know. Allows bishop g5. I'm going to be boring and play for a better endgame. I think this endgame is pretty pleasant for me. I can play against his isolated pawn. We'll even offer a bishop exchange. See how he feels about that. He says okay. So I'll plop this knight on d5 for now, unless I can take this free pawn of his. Now I can come into the second rank with this rook. Let's go here. We can chase him. For rook f3, I have f6. If he takes on h7, then I have king g7 and his knight is trapped. Yeah, he can't go anywhere with that knight. I'll just pre-move this capture because he pretty much has to do that. Okay, I can take there. He does get a passed f-pawn, but I can stop it with my king. So now we're going to do this and take that pawn on f6. Okay, let's just bring our rook over. Looks like he's trying to bring his king up. He's going to get mated if he keeps going into my position, though. Now we can just very simply trade rooks. Bring our king up. Defend some pawns. We can create a pass pawn, too, pretty easily. Okay, back to tournament. So what do we got here? We have 4 points. Vertices Edge is playing again. Hello, Vertices Edge. Someone says, you're on late, John. Oh, that is Vertices Edge. She says that. Okay, let's berserk this. Let's do this. Aurora chess. He's 1657. This is kind of a stretch, but, you know, this will be fun at least. We have a nice lead in development already. I'm going to bring this up to attack. Okay, I'll sack that, sure. Let's go here and play queen h5. You got to mate quickly, right? Like, there's no point in berserking if you're not going to try to mate quickly. If queen takes d4, I had stuff going on. Okay, now let's go here. What's he going to do about queen f7 mate? He's got to sack a piece on f6. It's the only way around it. And you know what? Once he does that, I'm going to play knight e4. I'm not going to take that piece yet. I'm just going to pump up the pressure. Maybe he has queen g4, though. Okay, now I'll take it. So I wasn't sure about queen g4. Okay, queen f7 is the threat. He saw a defense to it. Now I'm very far behind on time. I've got to figure out what to do about that. No trade of queens. Let's bring our pieces out instead. Maybe get the bishop to e5. Let's see if we can swap. He's getting lower on time too, though. I can still castle, right? Yes, I can. Where are you going with that king? Really? You're just going to walk all the way over there? We'll attack that. We'll pre-move this move. This king is marching all around. I think I'm gonna... Alright, I somehow won that, berserking. Alright, so I don't know about the wisdom of that strategy, but we are only trailing by 1 point now. Waiting for another game. Riv HD, after a slow start, is the leader. He's played 4 games. Aurora Chess also was doing well, so we stopped their streak too. They were in doubling territory. We just berserked against them. Waiting for the next game. I'm playing this one pretty late at night, by the way. It's 11 o'clock p.m. on Sunday night. Recording a little later than usual. Riv HD, we definitely cannot berserk against this player, and it's crucial that we win, too. since they're our rival in the tournament. So they're playing a pawn sack line that I have also played recently. Let's go c5. If we can break out and hold on to our pawn too, that would be great. Okay, let's go here, and we'll attack this bishop. Take that, and then I can take on e2 perhaps. My bishop gets kind of messed up though, doesn't it? I can take on b4 maybe. Maybe. Okay, I'm just going to do this, and then go after their rook. I hope this rook on a8 doesn't run into issues, though. It might. I definitely should have played b3 on the previous move. Let's go a6. I don't want to lose that a-pawn. Would much prefer to keep that. Let's go knight b2. This is a really pretty obscure looking position right now. Very bizarre. Okay, let's go here. See if I can deflect their knight somehow. I don't know. Not sure what's going on. Let's go c3, sure. We'll hold that pawn on c3 for the time being. Bring this in. Okay, c2. Attacking the bishop. They're running out of stuff to do, so I'm threatening to queen as well. Yeah, now they're lost. You can just go pick this up. Let's just go queen. They need to get rid of some of their stuff. All right, that's checkmate. Back to tournament. Okay, so nice victory to get, but we're still actually somehow trailing Riv HD, but we're in doubling territory now, and they're not, so that's good. Let's just say hello to Vertices. Who else we got? Yeah, turnout's pretty low for this one. 17 players only at the moment. Like I said, it is late. And lichess seems to be a primarily like European site, at least for the time being. Okay, we're not going to double against knives. Or not double, berserk. Okay, let's go d5. I'm okay with the trade, because then I'd be threatening knight c7. So I expect him to play knight a6. No, he just lets me go and take his rook. Go forth and take the rook. I'm going to go here and play bishop f4. Now I get to do this. And if he puts something on d5, I can take on d6 and then play e4. This is disaster. He takes a8, I take d5, he takes with this bishop, I take on c4. He can go knight d4 maybe, but that's about it. Let's not take yet. Now I'm threatening rook takes e7. King c6, like knight e5 check is good. There's many things that are good now. We're just winning. Well, let's annoy him a little bit. We'll give a check here, then check here, and check here. And we'll win his knight for free. Okay, we'll go do this and maybe b4 check next. Go f4. I just want to keep everything defended, you know. Okay, let's check and bring this up. Oh, he's going at my king. Okay, you can have that knight. Advance this pawn. No stalemate tricks or anything. He has an a-pawn. And as long as that a-pawn survives, there's not going to be anything doing. Okay, back to tournament. Riv HD, he berserked in that one. Let's beat him again. Let's really put some distance between us because he's intent on winning this tournament, as he should be. I would expect nothing less. So let's try to put some distance between us. Oh, I can take that because he didn't realize that my queen is actually protected. Okay, we can take there now. All right, not his finest opening. He's lost a piece with absolutely no compensation, and it's looking like it's going to be even more. Stuff lost. Now he's going to try to play fast and hope for a miracle, but really this should not work at all for him. Just give a check and trade. Take that bishop for free. Restrict his king. Rook a7 is coming next. Let's go h4. Just in the unlikely event we get back ranked. We go rook or bishop g5. I'm threatening rook d8 now. He has to go king b8. Okay, let's just force a swap here. Cut off his king too. For good measure. I think he's just trying to burn time on the tournament clock now. Because there's absolutely no way he's going to save this position. So, okay, he actually did resign. So 21 points we have. That was crucial. Stop his doubling streak. Will we berserk again this tournament? Maybe. We'll see. I was lucky that my finagles with the first game didn't hurt me too bad as of now, because there's a good like 2 minutes or so that I wasn't in the tournament because I was trying to get my recording stuff going on. I won my first game and then I tried to reload my screen capture, which was successful, but took an annoyingly long amount of time. Whoa, leave this page. No, stay on this page. So I'm attacking b7. Also have an eye on d5. I can go here. Now I'm threatening to take and then win d5. He's being careful not to lose anything. I think I can do this now. If he castles, I have knight c6. I have knight c6 anyways. Let's take. He does take that way. Okay, bishop c6, so I'm hitting his rook. I'm also hitting d5. Let's take here. Takes, but I get to take with my knight. Maybe queen a3. Now he has to play c5. Gets mated on e7. 25 points. And we're up to 21 players in the tournament. Aurora chess. Let's berserk. Let's do it. This is the same guy we berserked against last time, isn't it? I think it is. He's going to try to play as quickly as he possibly can, I think. I don't know what the correct strategy is against a berserker, you know? It's like, it's kind of up to you what you want to do. Like, in one sense, I could see why you want to move fast against them, just to give them, like, little time to think, but I don't think that's necessarily the right strategy. I think you want to use some time, at least. You don't just want to, like, all-out blitz it yourself. Because that's what your extra time is there for. Oh, he dropped his queen. Okay, I should be able to handle this. I'm going to sack stuff. Not yet, though. I got to go for like e4 or something. Let's do that. He's putting up annoying defense. Trying to attack stuff, and it's not working too well. Okay, now I win that. Let's go rook over. Okay, I need to attack g3 somehow. g3 is falling. I have mate now. All right, so I got the checkmate against Aurora. Back to tournament. Satoshi is gaining on me. He's won several games in a row after dropping his first two. So he's 5 points away. Berserking might not be over. We're playing him. No berserk. You're going down, Satoshi. Okay. I'll standard stuff. I'll develop the bishop to g4. I usually don't do this, but hey, it could be fun. Let's go knight bd7. He's getting out of the pin nicely. Castle, maybe queen f5 if he chases us. I'll trade and then I'll attack c2. Win c2. We'll take there. I'm okay with trades now. See which way he takes me on d5. He does not take at all. Okay, I'll do that. We'll double our rooks on the d file. If rook d1, I have knight c3. Better go a6 now. Go g6. I have all my pawns on light squares. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's take here. I was hesitating about whether I wanted to do that trade, but I think it's okay. I'm actually going to go and try to attack his pawn on e5. He might have to sack something if he wants to get any play right here, because the status quo is not going well for him. It is an opposite color bishop position, but his pawns are far too weak for him to hope for some sort of, I don't know, fortress or draw somehow. Just too many weaknesses. I can just go around and gather pawns. Let's bring our king over just to be safe. For g3, I have bishop e5, pin him. Okay, we'll take that. All right. And with that, we have a 9-point lead. Yeah, Rib HD hasn't really been able to get much going after a decent start. And Vertices Edge also, yeah, he suffered from some losses and draws, it looks like. Zong says, putting this one on YouTube, John. Absolutely. And it'll be up in about 40 minutes from now. Retrieval game. Retrieval game? There should be another E for retrieval, but I don't see it. Let's go for e4. This player I didn't notice in the standings, so they might have just joined recently. I've had this exact position, like very, very recently. Let's go queen b3. So they're going to have some trouble freeing themselves, I think. No queen trade. He's cramped. We don't want trades. We'll go harass their queen a little bit more. Maybe h5, h6. Yeah, now they got dark square weaknesses. I'll take here. Because now we get the rook up to e5. We're in business. Maybe I can attack that e6 pawn. It is pretty weak. It is a pretty weak pawn. Let's take it. He does not take back, actually. Well, now we give a check, and we can check here, too. Okay. Yeah, this is good for us. They have to go king h5, because this runs into g4 now. King h5 was practically forced. Okay, so we dispatched retrieval game. 11-point lead. Where were they in the standings? They were down there. Okay. Yeah, they only played 2 games. They just joined. Less than 8 minutes remaining in the tournament. Yeah, the effect of less players in the tournament also is that you sometimes have to wait longer for a game, it seems. So here we have chess life. e4, and after the knight comes back to f6, we'll go knight c3. c5, huh? I'll go here and then see what we can shake up. Okay, let's take and then trade queens and then go knight g5. So I'm attacking f7 and e4. If king e8, I'm thinking bishop c4. I don't want to take e4 yet, because I don't have to. Let's take here. Let's go back. Maybe this wasn't so good, because they can take and maybe rook f5. But they're letting me win this pawn. They can get the knight into d4. At least threaten something on c2. Okay, now I can pin. Let's just take the opportunity to castle. They need to get their king out of the pin, yeah. King is in limbo, though. I think they'll move this knight. Let's go bishop e6. and keep this bishop out of the game. I feel like my minor pieces are dominating right now. They have knight into d4. Okay, I'm going to try to sneak something by him right now. I'm threatening knight g7 mate. I'm trying to free up the g3 square for my bishop to retreat to. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't a good move because I could take on f5 and then go knight g7. All right, so 42 to 29. Let's see if we can get someone I can berserk against. Not vertices edge. Okay, bishop g5. Let's do something sharp. Semi-Slav, Boffinic variation. Very sharp opening. h6 is the move. Let's see how much theory he knows. Queen b6 right away. Okay, I'll take this way then. Don't think that was the right move. Well, I know it wasn't the right move. Now we have a somewhat unique position, I'd say. Maybe rook g4? I'm going to try to come to h5 with my bishop. Because why not? Looks pretty strong, huh? He can't castle. Yeah, ran into mate. Yeah, vertices edge just got the move order mixed up. You want to play knight bd7 and then queen b6. Who's up next? 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Up to 25 players. Dorge. No berserk. It'd be fun, but yeah, just not a practical thing to do. This setup is really popular in fast time controls. Don't know what it is about it, but people like it. Okay, maybe now I can play f4 and kick him back. Let's go a3 and just maintain this pawn. He brings his rook in, but I'm not threatened yet. He's playing some fast moves, but he dropped his rook. Might have been better to use the other one, actually. But we dropped his queen. Okay, let's go e5. I'm just going to explode the center and see what happens. e5 was completely unnecessary, by the way. I have no idea why I played that move. It just looked pretty fun to do. I'm still completely winning. Bishop d4 check is maybe best. Okay, we'll just take. A queen and rook against two bishops should be sufficient for us to claim victory. Let's bring our queen in, attack that pawn. He can like try to create some mini fortresses, but I can bully him with my extra material. I can give up the exchange and it doesn't matter. Because my king has such great mobility, just walk right into his position. Take that pawn. All right. See if we can get one more game in, maybe. Satoshi. Getting a lot of this c5 business today in this tournament. Not sure what it is. Maybe I'll go knight e5 to be tricky. Bishop b5 check ideas. Also queen a4. Like now I can take here. He's got to be very, very careful. Let's go now queen a4 and maybe threaten on d7 somehow. I guess he can play a6 if he wants to. Let's develop here. Better castle now. There's knight c2 could have been bad for me. All right, I guess I'm not really getting anything out of this. I'll just try to establish a pawn on e5. We'll go after their c-pawn. Yeah, I achieved nothing with that whole operation. If anything, he might be better now. My knight is doing a good job of blockading, at least for the moment. Maybe I can go after that a6 pawn. Needs to move his knight, like maybe knight c5. Go here. You can try to trade knights with me. I better take him up on that. Let's just guard the second rank now. Okay, I'm not going to get mated down the second rank, at least. Let's just create a nice little cocoon for our king to escape to. Like h3, g4, h5. Later if necessary. Let's bring this back. We don't need to trade. These pawns are going to run now. You can't stop it. Okay. And yeah, about 20 seconds left. Maybe we'll get one more game. It probably won't count for the standings, but maybe I'll berserk in the final game. Let's see. Might not even pair us with anyone. So we had 2 berserks according to that. Yeah, it looks like time is going to expire. All right, and that's all she wrote. So thank you guys. Let's just say thanks to the other people. All right, so how many games did we play there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I've been averaging about 15 on these. So that's about right. And anybody else show up who was really strong? Ooh, Riv HD, yeah, he withdrew. Okay. And we had that game against the 2200 retrieval game. He also withdrew after we won that one. But yeah, I'll try to announce these on Twitter. This was another one again I just jumped into, real spur of the moment. But you can join these tournaments 30 minutes in advance. So if I join them like 30 minutes to 15 minutes in advance, I'll throw up a tweet and you can come play with me. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this bullet video. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Talk to you guys later. Bye.